The media and the government for the last 2 weeks have been obsessing over violent rhetoric and how to silence people. Trying to convince the American public, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I got news for you. The solution to ending violence is never silence. Political dialogue has been so laundered through behavioral scientists and focus groups, so internally protected by the parties that what ends up being said is the literal equivalence of nothing. How can you hold someone to their convictions if you don't really know who they are? We have to stop with the focus groups and the teleprompter and the silencing of debate. We have to stop voting for elected leaders because we think they're perfect. They're not. They're people. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one is. It's time to expose flaws and then judge people on those flaws. Judge them on the content of character and not attack them for it. I want to hear Stephen Cohn speak. I'm glad he said what he did. I want to know what he thinks. I want to know that he thinks that Republicans learned their tactics from Goebbels. But does he know that Goebbels learned them from the progressives? Prove him wrong. I asked you at the beginning of this show, what was the American experiment? What was it that the founders were trying to decide something they believed, and they weren't sure? Here it was. Can man rule himself? Call it a rancher, call it a king, call it a despot, whatever. The question was, the experiment was, can man rule himself? That's the debate we should be having. It's what this republic was founded on. It is the American experiment. And without any kind of debate, the country falls silent and begins to decay. You don't stop violence with silence. Do you remember this AIDS campaign? The answer is more speech, not less. I want to leave you with this thought. I just showed you the silence equals death symbol. This is for the AIDS campaign. Silence equals death. It means speak out, say something. But do you know what the pink triangle is? It surprises me how many people don't know what the pink triangle is. The pink triangle, if you were rounded up by the Nazis, that was the symbol that they put on your jacket for the concentration camp. If you were Jewish, you had a yellow star. If you were homosexual, you had the pink triangle. The pink triangle now has been reclaimed. It's second only to the rainbow flag as a international sign of gay pride. But it used to be a badge of shame. If you don't know history, you will repeat it. The pink triangle is so appropriate for silence equals death and gay rights and AIDS activists. It is so apropos, you have to speak out or it is death. But the pink symbol should be a lesson to everyone. What you are, who you are, everyone. At first they came for the Jews and I didn't say anything. And then they came. Silence equals death. Never, never allow someone to take away your First Amendment right of free speech. It's number one for a reason. Because that's the most important. Your right to assemble, your right to speak out. It's number one. Guard it, protect it, revel in it, responsibly share it, and know that mistakes will be made. From New York, good night, America.